All right. Court will sentence you to 1 year in the Bexar County Jail.
No, miss.
You said a conviction.
Oh.
1 year jail sentence leaves the gate, and Brittany's soul exits her body. If you've ever misheard your coffee order and panicked, imagine mishearing your freedom. Grab popcorn. Judge Boyd's about to give a masterclass in listen harder or cry louder.
Versus Brittany Merrill Brown. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Brittany Mitchell for the state.
Defense.
Albert Rodriguez for Brown.
And are you Miss Brown?
Yes.
Counsel, have you received all the discovery in this case, and did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Ms. Brown, I'm showing you what's entitled Application for Community Supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it, and did you sign it? Did you understand that the state is proceeding on the lesser included offense of assault bodily injury married cohabitation as a Class A misdemeanor? The range of punishment is up to 1 year in jail and up to a $4,000 fine. Did you understand? Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
I did not understand that one.
Rights waiver speed run. Jury trial, gone. Cross-examine, gone. Silence, gone. She's nodding yes while her brain's still buffering. Comment. Should courts slow the roll when someone's clearly running on dial-up comprehension?
All right, you don't understand you have a right to jury trial?
I heard it, but I didn't hear it.
All right, so do you need to speak to your attorney?
No, can you please repeat the question?
Do you understand you have a right to jury trial?
Yes, I don't have the
All right. Do you understand that you have a right to have your attorney cross-examine or question any witnesses the state would call?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you have a right to remain silent?
Yes.
Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement, you're giving up your right to a jury trial?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement, you're giving up your right to have your attorney question or cross-examine witnesses?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by entering this plea, you're giving up your right to remain silent?
Yes.
And did you intend to do that and enter into a plea bargain agreement today?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial, showing you the plea bargain page. Did you review that page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
According to the plea bargain agreement, punishment is to be assessed at 1 year in the Bexar County Jail. State recommends community supervision. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. I'm going to need you all to be quiet in the box, please. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. There's to be no harmful or injurious contact with Tegui, Tegui, Bizu, BIE.
Affirmative finding of family violence drops like a legal anvil. No guns forever, no primary custody, and she just now hears it. Translation. She traded 1 year of jail for a lifetime of collateral damage. Fair swap or judicial bait and switch?
ZOU. Did you understand with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition?
That's forever?
You're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. Do you understand that?
I mean, yeah, but I can never for protection
You need to speak to your attorney about that. But with an
Okay.
affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to be designated as primary custodial parent. Did you understand that?
This is the first time I heard of that.
All right, so I'll let you all step back.
So I'm what does that mean?
I'll let you speak to your attorney about that.
I'm not allowed to have children?
Oh, you can have children, but if there's some sort of custody issues that arise, technically and legally, the court is not allowed to have you as primary custodial parent. Now, if in the best interest of the children, they determine that you will be the best placement, then they can do that. But if there were any type of custody issues and there's a person who appears to be a good parent and they don't have an affirmative finding of family violence, then they're supposed to be designated as primary custodial parent. I'll let you speak to your attorney about it. So I'll have you all step back and you can talk. All right, so we're back on the record. In 2023 CR 0042, Brittany, or possess any weapons or ammunition?
Yes.
Mid-plea meltdown, I can't have my kids? Reality punches harder than any sentence. In 5 seconds, we go from paperwork to primal scream, proof that consequences hit different when they wear your children's faces.
Did you understand with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to be designated as primary custodial parent?
Yes.
Did you understand that to be the entirety of the plea bargain agreement? I don't understand what's going on here.
So I'm not gonna be able to have my kids?
I'm not your attorney. So the only thing my job is to make you understand what the plea bargain agreement is. I've explained to you with regards to the meaning of an affirmative finding of family violence, and I always give people those instructions so they will know, because many times when people enter pleas on the criminal sides, they have an impact civilly and in other ways. So with all of these family violence cases, when there's an affirmative finding of family violence, there are certain collateral consequences. One of those is you can't have a weapon. You can't possess ammunition. That's how it is in Texas. I can't tell you how it is in other states. But you can't have weapons, you can't have ammunition, and you can't be designated as primary custodial parent. So legally, you can't be designated as primary custodial parent. Those are the consequences of entering a plea, and those are the consequences of having an affirmative finding of family violence. Now, if you would like to, counsel, we can bring this back for tomorrow.
No, it's okay, fine.
All right, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have you all take a seat just to
No, ma'am,
talk it out
I
more.
do understand it, but it's just it's a horrible thing for like to have this horrible. So I understand it, but
I mean, all the cases here are horrible. They're felony cases.
I thought it was getting reduced.
It's still getting reduced, but it's still, all these cases have consequences. Whether it's being reduced to a misdemeanor or not, there are consequences that flow from felony cases and consequences that flow from criminal charges. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you sit with your attorney, because I want you to, if you're planning on entering a plea in this case, I want you to enter it with a clear conscience and a clear understanding. So it appears to me, and I may be wrong, I'm making assumptions here, that you didn't know the consequences civilly of entering a plea in this case. And the fact that you're talking to me about, am I ever going to be able to possess weapons? Am I ever going to have my children? That's something that you need to discuss with your attorney, and it needs to be in a setting. I don't want to say without passion or objectively, because I know these are all personal matters, but it needs to be something that's thought about with clear head and something to think about. All right, so I'm going to have you all step back. And if your attorney feels like it's best that this be taken up tomorrow, we'll take it up tomorrow. I'm here all week. All right, so just step back and discuss it with your
I
attorney.
understand it. There's nothing I could do.
All right, just 23 CR 0042, State of Texas versus Brittany Brown. So Ms. Brown, I've gone over the plea bargain agreement with you. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand the consequences of entering a plea with an affirmative finding of family violence? And knowing that, do you wish to proceed? All right, did you review the paragraph entitled Waiver of Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand? Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
And counsel, did you understand that to be the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Judge.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your deferred adjudication be for a term of 2 years. There be 100 hours of community service restitution, the BIPP, a TAP evaluation, and follow all recommendations from the TAP evaluation. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state, and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yeah.
Then to the lesser included offense, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Contest.
State any evidence?
Yes, sir. At this time, state up for state exhibit number 1 and stand.
No objections, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you apply for deferred adjudication. Are we proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
He has had the problem, I guess, communicating and understanding what is happening, but after explaining several times the situation, she understands everything, and we're asking that the court accept the recommendation from the state. Please on defer.
All right, what was your warrant for? In the police report, it says that when the complainant called the police showed that you had a warrant. So what did you have an active warrant for?
It had it in for a failure to ID.
All right, State, can you see if there are any pending charges other than this case?
Yeah, there's a failure to ID. Oh, sorry.
Your Honor, there's a failure to ID, and that one is for the state, would be TIC.
It's not listed in the plea.
Judge, there is, so we can, I can enter a dismissal. You can just give me a couple months to fill out a dismissal.
All right, thank you. All right, are you employed?
At the moment, no. I'm not.
How do you support yourself?
She picks conviction over deferred, then instantly backpedals like she chose the wrong mystery box. Boyd gives her the legal version of no take-backsies. Lesson: in this courtroom, words are tattoos, not pencil marks.
I'm living with family right now.
What family is this?
My mom.
All right, and Child Protective Services were called. Is Child Protective Services involved?
Yes.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. 2 years deferred adjudication. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. Well, let me strike that. The state is requesting that actually you have a conviction. What the court can do is you can have a conviction. That's what you bargained for, or either I can give her deferred adjudication.
Leave rules for deferred adjudication in your hands.
All right, if the court were to give you deferred adjudication, if anything were to happen and your probation were revoked, you could end up with potentially 1 year in the Bexar County Jail. What the state has offered you, if you were to not do well, you could still end up with 1 year in the Bexar County Jail. So which would you prefer? Would you prefer conviction or deferred adjudication?
Conviction.
All right, court will sentence you to 1 year in the Bexar County Jail.
No, miss.
You said a conviction.
Oh, I thought. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh my God, no.
So are you
I thought you
asking?
meant like on the record.
Are you asking for deferred?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, with a deferred adjudication, the court could sentence you to up to 1 year in the Bexar County Jail if you are unsuccessful. Do you understand?
Yes.
And up to a $4,000 fine. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you requesting that the court give you deferred adjudication?
Yes.
All right. Court will sentence you to 2 years deferred adjudication. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. There's to be no contact with Tagai Buzu. If there are some kind of child custody arrangements that need to be made, you'll need to make those through a third party. If you wish to have contact with him, he'll have to come in to court, and I'd have to hear some evidence with regards to that. There's to be 100 hours of community service restitution. 40 of those hours will be waived if you provide proof of the COVID vaccination. Court is not requiring you to get the COVID vaccination, but if you do, 40 of those hours will be waived. I'm going to request parenting classes. CPS should give you parenting classes, CPS compliance. Probation, if CPS is giving her parenting classes, then she can, then the court will accept parenting classes from CPS for her. There's to be the BIPP course, TAP evaluation, and whatever the TAP comes back with, we'll start with supportive outpatient treatment. And again, if CPS is giving her alcohol treatment or drug treatment, then CPS can do that, and that'll be acceptable. Regular UAs, I'm going to want field visits at least one time per month until further notice. Regular reporting in person or by Zoom. Proof of employment within 15 days. There should be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. Probation, is there anything else she needs? Is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful? Anything else you need, Ms. Brown? I can't understand that.
You said, what did you say about minors?
You're not to have any employment.
Oh, like a daycare? Okay.
Yes. And you to follow all CPS compliance rules. Did you review this document with your attorney entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal? Did you understand it and did you sign it? Did you review that document with your attorney?
I'm sorry.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? 3CR0042, State of Texas versus Brittany Merrill Brown for the state.
Second.
Oh, no problem. No problem. And are you Brittany Brown?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Brittany Brown who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2023 CR 0042 for the offense of assault bodily injury married on February 6, 2023 for a period of 2 years? Is that you?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you review that motion with your attorney?
Yes.
All right, state.
Your Honor, on or about the 6th day of May 2024 in Bear County, Texas, the defendant, Brittany Merrill Brown, did then and there fail to follow all TAP treatment recommendations as directed by the court and or Bear County Community Supervision Department for violation of condition number 15.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
All right, did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 15, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to a $4,000 fine and up to 1 year in the Bear County Jail? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 15?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find violation of condition number 15 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is not, Your Honor.
All right, state, what are you requesting?
The state is requesting an extension of community supervision for 2 years and an amendment for DDRF as recommended by TAP.
All right, this is a misdemeanor case. So,
Your Honor, may I say something?
you want to raise your right hand?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, yes, what would you like to say?
Well, I was gonna go to the SATA program, and they told me they came and saw me. And they were like, "Get off their medication, and you can go to our program." So I got off the medication, and then they still denied me. And like I've been here since January, away from my kids. Like I was just hoping I could have another chance to do outpatient. I'm hoping for another chance, Your Honor. I'm begging for another chance.
Okay.
That's all I have to say.
All right, this is what we're going to do. We're going to come back at 2:30, and I'll give you my decision at that time. 23 CR 0042, Brittany Brown. And where we left off, Ms. Brown, you had told me some issues you were having. All right. I'm not a medical doctor, but before you go off of medication, it may be best for you to contact your doctor to see if that's something you should be doing. You understand?
Yes.
All right. So on this one, She was placed on probation in 2023. I'm not going to extend her. So probation, you all are recommending on Ms. Brown, you all are recommending SATIF?
Judge, the recommendations for DDRF.
All right, DDRF. All right, and has she already been approved? There's no other,
Your Honor, I believe there was a similar issue with when she got off her medication to go to SATIF, and then the SATIF didn't accept her after that. And then I think, at least according to my client, there was an issue with DDRF not accepting her because she had gone off of her medication. So I think there was an issue on.
all right, so Ms. Brown, are you currently on your medications?
No, and I haven't been able to get back on them since SATA told me to get off of them so I can go to the program. And I got off of them and they just still denied me. And then I still haven't been able to get on meds. They haven't given them back to me. And I've been off since April.
All right, so here's my question. The medication you've received, who was that through?
It was through here.
All right, so probation. Can we make sure that the jail knows that she's supposed to be on medication? So that,
So it looks like the eval is for MIC supervision only,
okay,
not for inpatient.
all right. So state. That was Mr. Dunn. My understanding is the state wanted to continue her.
Yes, they were asking to continue and extend for 2 years as well as DDRF. And we were asking, we weren't opposed to the continuation or to the extension, Your Honor. We were just asking for outpatient treatment, given the circumstances with the difficulty getting into DDRF and for SATIF.
All right, and so in reading violation of condition number 15, I think the name in that violation is incorrect.
It is, Your Honor. And I discussed that with the CLO, at least the main one. She was aware of that issue. Both violations that are alleged are still for Ms. Brown. I think there was just a typo in the name.
All right, so you have no objection to the oral amendment to the correct name in the violation of condition 15? All right, so Ms. Brown, have you ever been out of custody since you've had this charge?
Well, yeah.
All right, so have you been out of custody while you've been on probation before?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so,
I'm sorry.
no problem.
I've just been here since January.
All right, so you were placed on probation and then you were out of custody, is that correct?
Yes.
All right, and my understanding, we had DDRF was not available because of her length of probation.
Correct. She would need at least 1 year remaining for DDRF.
Okay. All right, so who were you living with?
My mom.
And has anyone talked to her mom to see if her mom wants her back in the home?
I have not been in contact with her mother.
All right. Do you have your mother's number?
Yes.
All right, so this is what we're going to do, because I don't want to set her up to fail. If you'll give her number to your counsel, then if you and probation can speak to her to see if she is okay with her going back to her home, then I'll be able to have an idea of what to do with this case.
Okay, we can do that, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
And probation, is drugs an issue in this case? Or I should say illegal substances?
I don't show any recent UAs, Judge.
Okay.
Probably because she had been in custody for these evaluations. The last UAs were failed to submit and a negative back in July of last year.
Okay, so what's going to end up happening, your attorney, you're going to give him your mother's number, and then the attorney in probation can speak with her. And if for some reason that's not an appropriate place for you to live, then we will figure out somewhere else for you to stay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
I'll make a call right now.
Probation, on this case, before we go on the record, is there a place for her or something we can do if her mother decides not to let her live with her?
I can see what housing resources we receive from our reentry specialist
Okay,
and print those out for her just so she can have like a release.
all right. And then we're going to go back on the record in 2023 CR 0042 State versus Brittany Brown. So Ms. Brown, Have you talked to your mom on the phone?
About a week ago.
All right. Did you ask her if you could stay with her? And what did she say?
Final score: 2 more years probation, CPS oversight, no meds, no kids unsupervised. The gavel falls, but the real sentence is motherhood on probation. Remember the panic at midnight? It aged like milk into 26 minutes of mommy's home, but only with a chaperone.
All right. Here's the thing. If I go on your word and allow you to live with your mom, probation is going to call. And if your mother says you can't live there, you can't live there.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to deny the motion. Alter and amend conditions to include MIC, because I see where she is eligible for MIC, correct?
Yes, Judge.
So we'll place her on the MIC caseload. And do you have a case manager or anything of that nature with Center for Healthcare Services?
I need to get back over there on Fredericksburg to my doctor.
All right, so we're going to do a referral to Center for Healthcare Services. You're going to need to provide a release to probation. And you need to let them know who your case manager is. And you're to reside with your mother. And you're to make sure that probation has that address. Do you understand? Probation, is there anything else she needs?
The only other thing, Judge, would be if you want to order some type of outpatient component for her, the dual diagnosis outpatient.
All right, we'll do dual diagnosis outpatient. And my previous conditions will stand. And there's also to be no unsupervised contact with minors. And counsel, once she is stable on all her medications, you can always come back and change that. So for now, if you want to be around minor children, even if they're your own children, your mother or some adult that's approved by probation must be present. And that's just until you get back stabilized on your medications. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is there anything else you need from the court?
No.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. If there are issues or something's happening at your house, maybe you and your mom are not getting along. Because I tell people all the time that when you live with somebody else, if you're living in their space, their rules apply. No matter how old we are and it's our mom, if they want the television off at 10, TV must be off at 10, whether you're 12 or 30. All right?
Right.
If something happens where you all get in an argument and she say you have to leave, don't just throw your hands up. If she wants you to leave, you come back to court or call your probation officer and we'll figure something out. Don't just fall off the face of the earth and then you're back in blue. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.